This time I'd like to introduce our guest speakers from the rock group Boston, Brad Delp and Gary Peel. Thanks very much. Can you hear me? I think you can. Those kids are a tough act to follow. I think I would prefer to go on before them. Weren't they terrific? Kids are just great. My name is Brad Delp, and I'm the lead singer of the rock group Boston. And you kids in front here will have to ask your parents who that is. They probably got some old records at home. Gary and I deliberately did not dress up tonight, so you would notice that we're rock musicians. And Gary's going to talk to you a little about his experiences. I have a son that goes to North Salem School, and my daughter goes to Salem High, so I really have a vested interest in this program here. Rather than try and give you a speech, I want to tell you what I did this weekend, because I had kind of an interesting weekend. I just got back. Actually, I haven't even gotten home. I came right from Logan Airport. I was in Alabama this week, in Dothan, Alabama, which is a small town about 250 miles from Atlanta, Georgia. And this summer when I was out with the band on tour, I made a couple of new friends, and one of them was from Dothan. And we call him the Meck. His nickname is the Meck. His name is David Meckley. And he has a radio station, or rather is on a radio station in Dothan, which he pays for himself. He buys the radio time, and then he has to find local sponsors to support that. And the message of his program is pretty much the message of this program. He's trying to make kids aware and keep kids off of drugs. And he combines that with sports and entertainment. And Dave also broadcasts some of his shows from Fulton County Stadium, which is where the Braves play. And he knows all the players down there. And the way that I met him was when we played in Atlanta. Dave brought a couple of the players down. I'm sure some of you people here are baseball fans. And one of the guys that came to see us was Javy López, who's the catcher for the Braves. And this weekend, Dave was organizing an event with Javy to come down to Dothan, which is this small town, to sign autographs for the kids there, a lot of whom will never get to see a Braves game in person, much less meet one of the players. And he asked me to come down because Javy happened to be fond of the band Boston, so he thought it would be a nice thing for me to come down and join him. So I had a super time with them, and we had over 3,000 people that attended this event. Which was also a live radio broadcast while it was taking place. And the autographs were free. There's a lot of card signing shows. People charge up to $20 for autographs. But the whole point of this was to show his kids there in Dothan how much that they meant. And also, as I say, many of the Braves do spots for his radio show, telling kids to stay off drugs. And I think athletes are a very good example for the kids. So again, I was happy to take part in that. And it just struck me down there in that small community how strongly people care. And I just want you kids to know, if you ever feel like you ever get the feeling that no one cares about you, there are an awful lot of people that do. And you don't have to go as far as Alabama to find out. I think George Winchell and all the people up here are a good example. So I congratulate you all, and keep up the good work.